Vodka. A water replacement among the Slavs. One of the most important elements of the diet which can replace all food entirely. Alcohol is used to wipe down appliances, furniture, and yourself. In addition to the vodka already filling the body, Slavs drink other drinks, with the addition of vodka. Today we find out how the Slavs drink and how they survive afterwards. So, vodka. It has no color or taste. You might even think it's just alcohol. But after drinking it, the comrades change drastically and start coming up with great activities and experiments. The last great binge lasted 100 years. Let's move the capital! From where? From street? Let's rename it. Yeah, let's do it. We're out of vodka. Is there any money to buy more? No. Let's cancel the money. Alright, Vladimir. After sobering up, the citizens had an incredible hangover and the SSSR fell apart. Since then, no one remembers what happened, and the locals still make up tall tales about that time and tell each other.
Октябрьская революция делалась с людьми, которые много лет потребляли грибы. И люди становились грибами. То есть я просто-напросто хочу сказать, что Ленин был грибом. Он был не только грибом, он был еще, помимо всего, радиоволной.
Of strong drinks, they drink only vodka. Brandy, whiskey, and other spiced drinks are considered horrible crap, and they drink it too, but necessarily with disdain, pointing out it's crap and shouldn't be drunk. The only thing better than vodka is any free booze. It doesn't have the taste of capitalism. If you find yourself in a Slavic country, you have to learn how to drink. Otherwise, they'll see you as a Western spy. Why don't you drink? Are you sick? Something on your mind? Are you alright? Are you alright, блядь? You have to drink properly. First of all, you have to go to the store and choose any bottle. Any one of a million choices. The names are adapted for people with PTSD. Tundra, Absolute, Oil, Russian Standard, Kalashnikov, Beast, White Power. Oh, well, yeah. At a feast, you have to tell everyone that you bought the best kind of alcohol in the world. In the warmth, this stuff stinks like a tall pipe, so the bottle is put in the freezer. There, the vodka freezes at minus 25 degrees. Celsius, of course. Then you take it out, pour a shot, make a and take a quick gulp. In doing so, you'll get frostbite because your insides will turn to ice at 0 degrees. Celsius, of course. Afterwards, you have to say that this vodka used to be better. Now you have to go to the hospital with frostbite? No! You have to shout out, take a little break between the first and second, and drink the second shot. Since you can no longer taste this booze, the second shot makes you feel less uncomfortable. This is called went well. Went well. No one tells you where the vodka went, so it's easier not to ask and put up with it, so no one thinks you are a Western spy. Now you can eat something. No steak, chocolate or seafood. You have to eat something as awful as possible to make the Karasev crab seem better against the background of the meal. Traditional snacks are the black bitter bread, raw onions, bitter mustard, over-salted herring, horseradish, garlic, холодец, and mayonnaise. But don't eat it all at once. First of all, it will be easier to throw it all back. Secondly, your goal is not to have a fun party, but to incapacitate yourself quickly and efficiently. Third, food should be economized. Smell the bread and put it back. Also, this year, a drink made from a mole soaked in vodka became fashionable in Russia. I don't know why. No one knows why. Beer. Pivo. Beer does not count as alcohol. 4%, like kvass, that doesn't even count. This is liquid bread, the main fuel of the gopniks. According to them, beer contains everything a person needs and strengthens the teeth with which to open the bottle. That's why gopnik always drinks beer. All other activities are performed only to find more beer. For this reason, in Slav countries, the average number of beer stores per square meter is 147. Here, here, there, everywhere. They are called beer houses here. Пивнуха. And that's not counting supermarkets, which are also full of beer. In Russia, you can find dozens of unique varieties. No, not Porter or Radler. That's capitalist crap. No one here knows such a thing. Here are the varieties. Velvet, soft, hard, strong, beautiful, golden, stale, liquid. All of these varieties are poured from the same tap at the factory into different bottles for connoisseurs. I'm serious. My grandmother worked in a factory. And a bottle was already an achievement. In the Soviet Union, citizens usually went for beer with their own jars. Duh. And if you bought beer in a bottle, you had to give it back and even get money for more beer. Sort of a perpetual beer motion. It is considered good etiquette if the beer has already gone sour, gotten moldy and causes diarrhea. That means it's authentic. After all, they used to make it that way in the SSSR. They call it living beer. The main beer producer is Baltica. They have their own varieties for the most sophisticated sommeliers. First, second, third, and so on up to the 20th. All the varieties are the same except the 9th, which is a Yorsh. A mixture of beer and vodka. Terrible strong crap which tastes instantly depresses you. 9%. It feels at least 500. It is usually drunk on the way from work to home on a bench in the yard or at the kindergarten.
Один спирт, блять.
Only old militant gopniks drink Yorsh. They have seen the SSSR. They love tanks, guns and camouflage. Therefore, the beer is called for them accordingly. Anchor, Warrior, Icebreaker, Hunt, Motor, Hammer, Stunner, Tank, блять, Death. The Yorsh has different variations, but the most powerful is the Polar Bear and the Brown Bear. You have to pour beer into the mug, and as you drink it, refill it with vodka until only vodka is left. Then you have to do the procedure again. That is how you see off the brown bear, meet the white bear, and return to the brown bear. Usually, connoisseurs of such a cocktail see off the liver and meet the toilet bowl almost immediately. As an alternative, sweet drinks were sold for a while. The most famous was Jaguar. It's a mixture of beer, vodka, sugar, vodka, and caffeine. If you spilled it on the ground, the grass burned out forever, but the taste was pleasant despite the strength. It was banned almost immediately, so the citizens wouldn't know that it was possible not to suffer. The original reason for the ban was that Slavic teenagers were extremely fond of this drink. They're not allowed to drink such disgusting stuff. Soda, even with beer, is a capitalist invention. You could just drink beer. They only banned it for children 20 years ago. And then the manufacturer of this stuff decided, is it harmful? Relax, comrades, and started adding vitamins to this baby Yorsh. No, it's an energy drink, sort of like Powerade, only Slavic. But in Russia they decided an orange prohibit, and they banned all caffeinated drinks until the age of 18, just in case. More sophisticated connoisseurs ignore vodka, preferring cognac. It is a much nobler drink for successful people. Cognac in Russia is called any brandy. No one knows this word. Therefore, absolutely any brown liquid here is considered an elite French drink. The most sophisticated sommeliers will appreciate Kalashnikov machine gun, French standard, commanders, the 5-year-old elder, shotgun, a ball, and a concrete mixer. In other words, the Slavs consider any strong drink to be vodka, and if the drink is not strong, vodka is necessarily added to it. And next time we'll find out what cocktails the Russians drink, and I'm sure you'll really like it. And that's all for today. My name is Mark, subscribe, comment, like, and see you next time.